Today's smoothie that I'm going to teach you how to make, I call it my Beet Berry Blast. That's because it has beets in it, it has blueberries, and it has mixed berries, and it has banana, and it has my famous date paste in it. I show you in another video how to make the date paste, and apple juice. Simple, basic ingredients. But it's a really good recovery drink because I'm a runner. I like to run, and I've found that I've experimented with different things when I'll get back from a run. But I kind of invented this recipe on my own, and pleasantly discovered not only does it taste wonderful, but it really gives you great recovery from a run. Now, I'm not like a super marathon runner or anything like that. The farthest I've ever ran was a half marathon, but like if I go out and do even whether it's a 3-mile run or a 6-mile run, you know, naturally when you get back, even if you're in good shape, sometimes it might take you a few hours to recover. A lot of times the body, even after you take a shower, tends to want to keep sweating. Well, I found after eating or drinking one of these smoothies, my sweat glands close up and I just feel wonderful. I don't know what it is, but berries, I know berries are really good for you because they're high in antioxidants. Date paste, dates are good because dates they're high in natural fruit sugar, which is better than refined white sugar, and they also have potassium in them, which is good for your muscles, helps with cramps and stuff. Anyways, let me show you how to do it. I'll make this quick, keep it sweet, simple and sweet. I use approximately. Oh, by the way, I bought you can buy the best way to buy frozen fruit is frozen. You save a lot of money than buying it fresh, and it's good for smoothies. You don't have to add ice and water. You can just put the frozen fruit in and use juice or water, whatever you want to use as a base. You got to have some sort of liquid. I prefer to use apple juice, but it's better than using ice because it's already frozen, and it's cheaper. So this is like a 5-pound bag. The cheapest I've seen it at Costco was like $9, but now I think it's like $11. And this is also another one I got at Costco. It's a mixed berries. It's got blackberries, raspberries, and blueberries. These are more tart, but this is a recipe. So I use approximately, whoops, there you go, you got to be careful. I use approximately 2 cups of the blueberries. This is a 2-cup container. We won't waste. We'll use these that I spilled, and start off with about 2 cups. That's about the ratio. 2 cups of blueberries, and the mixed berries. I use about a cup of these. They're more tart. So this is a blend of flavors. There's a reason behind the ratio here. It's because the blueberries aren't quite as tart as the raspberries and blackberries, so you want that right blend of sweetness and tartness to the recipe. So there's those. Bananas, I usually use, and I use frozen bananas because I like to keep the smoothie as cold as possible. Usually I use 1 banana today. I'll stick with 1 because I'm going to add the beets in there. Stick to the recipe, right? Okay. Beets. Now what I do is I got these beets, and of course I clean them up. They need to be peeled, so I peeled them already for you. I use the standard potato peeler, and I peel the skin off the beets, the outer part, rinse it really good, and then I slice it up so it fits in a blender good. So these are peeled and sliced, and it makes it easier for the blender. Now this blender is a nice powerful blender. It's a 9/10 of a horsepower. It's a KitchenAid. It's better for making these type of smoothies because on a standard blender these type of smoothies can put quite a load on it. So, and you gotta put the fruit away while it's still frozen. You want to keep it frozen. Take care of it. Stick that away. Stick that away. Okay. The final ingredients here is the date paste. I show you how to make this in another video. You can check it out, the date paste. But I use this as a base sweetener for all my smoothies. It's really good for you. It's made out of dates and apple juice. You can use dates and water to make it. I usually use about 2 scoops, 2 big scoops. This is bigger than a tablespoon, this spoon. And then I use, now one thing, this recipe I'm not focusing on putting vitamin powders in, but since I use vitamin powders, I'm putting my vitamin powder in, but it's not part of the recipe. But just so you know, if you're into taking vitamins and you hate to swallow pills, smoothies are a great way to take vitamins. But instead of swallowing pills, you can buy vitamins in powder form, and you can add vitamins, protein powder, whatever you want to your smoothie. Whatever type suits you. Me, I take high doses of vitamin C and the amino acids proline and lysine. I take those in powder form. All my other vitamins I take in pills, and I know pills are kind of difficult to swallow, but the vitamin C is kind of tart, and I prefer it in a smoothie, and it can be a lot to stomach if you're taking the high doses I am. And I fashion my vitamin program for my artery health, because I have high cholesterol and I'm trying to stay away from statins. So anyways, just forget about the powders, because that's not part of this recipe. I just put it in this one, but I want you to understand how good this tastes with the other ingredients minus the vitamin powder. This is some apple juice I didn't want to waste because it had some of my vitamin powder in it. Now you can make your own apple juice if you want to. You can use organic apples. I have a juicer here, and sometimes I do. As you can see, it's a Jack LaLanne power juicer, and you can make your own natural apple juice from organic apples, or you can be lazy like I am today for the sake of the video and using store-bought apple juice. But either way, this is going to be a healthy drink. Now you can, once again, you can use a standard power blender to do this, but it's a lot harder on the blender. This is 9/10 of a horsepower. This is a good, and it was less than $100. So it's a good, I think I got this one at Best Buy. It's a good quality blender. And you need something powerful for these type of smoothies, preferably 750 watts or more powerful. So I'm going to start off low and build up the speed. That's pretty good. That's probably good enough for that. So anyways, that's how you make the Beet Berry Blast. But there's one more step. This particular recipe, I don't know about you, but blueberry seeds are okay because they're so tiny. But blackberries and raspberries, the seeds are not very fun to drink in a smoothie. So what I do is I strain it. That's the final step to making the Beet Berry Blast smoothie. Is you got to strain it. So what I use, I won't waste your time and show you the whole process, but I use a screen strainer like this, a bowl that it fits in, and then basically you pour it in like this, in there, a little at a time, and then you use this to press it through. And then all that's going to be left in here is the seeds, and then the smoothie itself is there. Now it's basically essentially ready to drink. So I'm just going to pour some in a glass here. I'm going to drink it. But also, one final word. Let's taste it. Delicious. It came out really good. I encourage you to try it. It's a great recovery drink for after a run. Now you got a whole. The nice thing about it is when you make this much, especially if like you're into using the vitamin powders and stuff like that, obviously you're not going to drink it all at once. So you can fill a thermos with it after you, of course, you strain this particular recipe. Fill this up, take it to work or take it wherever you want to go, and you can drink a little at a time throughout the day till by the end of the day it's done. You've had all your vitamins, should you put vitamin powder or protein powder, whatever you want, or just throughout the day to recover from your run. You know, it's and you don't waste it. You could also put it in a refrigerator, keep it overnight, drink it the next day. It lasts it'll last at least a day. I wouldn't want to go too much longer than that. But anyways, that's it. I hope you try the recipe out, and I hope you like it. Thanks for watching.